What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Do You Even Grow Bro show number 72. Hope everybody's doing good. I know it's been a minute since we've been live, just kind of been busy doing this and that. Hope everybody's doing well. Probably be a short live tonight. Just kind of hanging out, rolling up some joints right now. I think there's fights on. I kind of wanted to watch. I think I'm already late too. But yeah, what up, everybody? What up, Sensi? What up, Flyby? What up, Funny? Starhand, Jimstown. Good to see you, everybody, man. So my clones are basically ready to pot up, ready to fucking rumble. I was thinking about that earlier. Like, I kind of want to give them a couple more days. You know what I mean? But after that, I'm gonna throw them start them in the cups probably, and then get them under the light. What up, Funny? How you doing, man? Dude, it's been a good week. Another good week. I don't like having nothing in my tent right now, but dude. What up, Wanda? How you doing, man? Smoking some shit. Dude, so check this out. Found out that the cut that I have is a fucking primo cut, dude. It's actually of the Queen. A buddy of ours actually checked it out and did got some tests done on it or whatever, and found out that it was a certified cut. It's a fucking baller ass cut. What's up, Arizona? How you doing? What up, buddies? Yeah, I was pretty stoked about that the other day when he showed me that. I was like, dude, no way, right? He's like, yeah, bro, it's fucking straight up. Kind of cool. Yeah, so that was kind of neat. Indoor, how you doing, fam? How you doing? Yeah, so I'm just smoking the Queen still, man. We got some we did the dispo and got a bunch of RSO and edibles, and when I was walking right before I was walking out, one of the bartenders was like, yo, fucking we got $5 ounces right now of Lucky Charms. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, all right, fuck it, give me a couple. It's just, nothing to brag about, but definitely little buds and a bunch of buds and shit, all different kinds of sizes. I took like one whiff of it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna smoke that. I'm being like weed picky right now. I just want to smoke the Queen. What up, Unc? How you doing, man? Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Well, you know how it goes. Yeah. Wrap in, get a couple laughs.
I tested like some edibles yesterday. There's it was a morning, afternoon, and then like nighttime kind of set. Right. So like I fucking totally spaced out, like, and couldn't figure out why the fuck I was like spacing the fuck out all day. And then I realized and took the nighttime one, and instead of it making me want to fall asleep and crash the fuck out, I was up, dude. I was awake until like 2 a.m. What up, Clone Junkie? How you doing, man? It wasn't even like that much either. It was just like a little cube. I don't know the milligrams. I didn't look at it, but I didn't really feel any different from any of the edibles. You know what I mean? But like I said, when I got to the heavy one, the nighttime one, I figured it would like fucking just knock my ass out. It did not. Outside St. Louis. But what's the reality? I haven't tried the RSO yet. But dude, the RSO that I got from that place, usually I spend like $20. These ones were $10, and they had like just all different kinds of flavors, and like 2-to-1 or 1-to-1 or whatever. Pretty sick. Pretty badass. Well, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, actually, so I can't say if it's badass. But it was only $10. It was like half the price. And the fucking little like syringe thing that comes with the dispenser shit actually has like an attachment on it, so you can like fill up fucking like capsules or however you want. What up, Crummy? How you doing, man? Moist. What up, man? How you doing? So the cuts that I took like 4 or 5 cuts, like stouty cuts, put them in the fridge in a Ziploc bag. Dude, they look pretty awesome. They look like I cut them recently. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna see if they work out. I'm not gonna grow them. I just want to see if I can root them and what they look like. It's hard to give away. Flour's cheap here too, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how cheap it is. Like, you gotta have something special. And even still, like something special, it's like when ounces, you can find ounces, zips for like $5 per fucking ounce. I mean, it's crazy to think about that because like back in the day, man, like like an eighth. If you got a hookup or something, like, but in my local area, like there were times where you couldn't even find, like, like even knowing growers and shit in the 90s, like you couldn't find weed for some reason. There were dry spells. Not only that, but like, like some fools would want like $40-$50 as like an eighth. Like $200-$300 an ounce and shit. It fucking sucks. And it's just whatever they got. That's why growing weed is so fucking awesome, man. You grow whatever you want. Something special, you might get 80. Yeah, that's like around here, man. Like it's around 80-100 for some primo. It's crazy hearing about people getting fucking high stacks in places still. It's not too bad here. Top shelf. $840. Yeah, I mean, and that's, I don't know. I always thought it would be cool to, like, when I was younger, I always imagined, before I knew about dispensary, like, of course, we heard about like Amsterdam and shit and all the, and you being able to go in and buy your shit. But like when we were kids, or when I was a kid and shit, like it was a fucking dream, man. You daydream about that shit, being able to walk into a store and like, buy a pack of joints and shit, or get some fucking dank weed, get some edibles, shit like that. And now that it's like here, we all grow and shit, so it's not really exciting. Even with the edibles, like I prefer to make my own edibles, right? It's interesting. I've been on next shit so long I feel congested. I spit and drop the message like I'm black. We have a cookies here in my town. I still haven't been to it, man. I still haven't checked it out. It's crazy how busy those dispos are in some places, but here it's not the big spot. It's not. Shit, places around here have to have gimmicks, man. Like there's like the place I went to the other day. Last year on 420, they ended up giving away like a Jeep, a brand new Jeep, man. A fucking Jeep for 420. I don't even know what they're giving out this year, but they're doing a thing where you don't have to buy the tickets. They just give you like fucking raffle tickets for the shit, for whatever they're giving away on 420 for every $10 you spend. Got 20 lights running. Holy shit. Critical Kush. So he's just been rocking the same strain. That's fire, though. I bet it's really good. No shit. Have you tried to bring your fire over to him indoor and be like, yo, check out my shit, man? Or are they just like really particular to that strain? My personally, like, I don't know, man. I've came across a couple strains that were fucking super good, right? And you just smoke them. And it's not that you get sick of them and you just don't want to fucking smoke anymore. It's just the fact that, like, variety. What's up, Norman? How you doing, man? Variety. I mean, but like with the Queen, I feel like I could smoke this for a minute, man. I kind of feel the same way. And that's weird. But yeah, I would smoke the shit out of this daily It'd take me a while probably to get sick of it. I fucks with it for a while. I mean, like for instance, it was probably like 8, 9 years ago. One of my folks' like friends were doing medical, or growing medical, you know, and they were one of the strains that they grew like a shit ton was shishka berry. I believe is what they called it. But dude, after a while of smoking that shit, I couldn't do it anymore. I was just over it. You know, and it wasn't even that it was like bad. It was good. It was just, dude, every day for fucking like years and years. It's like when you run out of the other pot, you just always have like fucking a pound of that sitting around or a couple pounds of it. You know what I mean? So you just smoke it all the fucking time. And honestly, I don't even really want to smoke anymore. Like the Lucky Charms that I got, when I took a smell of it, it smelled like, I don't know, not like chemically, but like neem oil or something. It smelled not what I would want my weed to smell like. What's up, family? How you doing, man? What's up? Yeah, kind of a slow start. I think teased live with some bullshit going on. I don't even know. Wasn't paying attention. I had shit going on. So I'm just gonna sit here and chain smoke joints. What's up, Jimstown? How you doing, fam?
He was born in the sun, in the rays, in the light, never shade, always bright. He was brave, he would never break away.
Jimstown. Yeah, you know how it is over here. We about the hashtag positivity gang. All that.
Nice guy, on the dotted line, Wayne Brady. Sorry, mama, I promise they wouldn't change me, but I just seen some things inside the way to rearrange.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to shit, man. Just trying to stack chips. Stack chips. I can't wait to be fucking flowering again, man. I timed that wrong, right? I mean, I guess I didn't really time it wrong. I knew I was gonna have a couple weeks without anything in the tent. But the goal is to flip the tent like fucking fast, you know what I mean? Get everything in there and just veg for capacity and flip.
Snow all around me, I can feel it coming in this loudly. Flex made a straight wasteland out of South. I'm no longer proud, shining in the South Sea. Every time I look up at the sky, it's getting cloudy. The world's on the runaway. I tell them what they run away, but they just keep on coming back to tell me they don't underground. I don't know what's coming next. Scare me in the other way.
Deadlies. Yeah. Dude, I can't ever reach it. So I just fucking kind of wait. I mean, I'll pull deadlies and shit. But yeah. It is a fucking task, man. I feel you. Oh shit, you just started some apple fritter? Hell yeah. I like apple fritter. Day 68. Indoor, I ran a strain like that recently that was I think I fucking ran her 70 days in flower, which is crazy because I haven't ran a 10-week flower, I don't think ever before that point. Checking trichomes, so yeah. You got one tent finishing about 9-10 days. 9 days is going to be good going into summer. Dude, I know we're already to spring, right? Summer's coming up. Y'all getting ready for outdoor? I wish I could do some outdoor, man. I always worry about like cross contaminating, you know, like going outside and dragging some shit inside. Even when you take precautions, shit happens. It definitely does. You're starting to get things lined up for the outdoor? Hell yeah. Indoor, I don't know if I've seen your outdoor, man. You do like big old like outdoors like huge plants, or do you try to control them, keep them small? Week 1 veg coming down soon. Oh, you're 1 week veg. Oh shit, I see what you mean. Nice, man. Family's out here crushing it too. Fucking A. Yeah, dude. Or flying through the queen. Flying through it. What's this song?
Good evening to the commune. No need to.
What's up, buddy? Oh, the ranch. Fucking A. Oh no shit! It's with their cows. Do they eat it, man? Or is it like caged up or something? What up, TV? How you doing, man? Day 63 of flour. Holy shit! You're gonna be chopping soon too, huh? Cow tech. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. You got it all. Yeah, hell yeah. When we were doing like the big medical outdoors, we do like a grid pattern. I think it was like, I can't remember, it was like 80 plants or something like that. But they're the fucking just huge ones, right? We do the fence posting, like layers of it, like 2 or 3 layers of fence posting just to like fucking support it. That was like through veg too. Those fucking things get huge, man. Giant plants. Biggest ones I ever seen in real life for sure. I think that was like 2021.
Watch them go nuts in attempts to make it stop, but they can't never learn to pick no locks. Watch.
Cool videos from last year on your channel about your outdoors. 60 all in a row. Fuck yeah. All in rows. Like a grid pattern. Dude, I did I helped you, or actually helped at first learn how to do like a couple of them, and then helped like install all the lines, the rest of them for that grow. I mean, because they get fed and shit, right? Buckets and buckets of fucking feed. But they also have lines on them. There's like three of the plugs or whatever that shoot water like fucking on a timer quite often throughout the day. Big old fucking mounds. Dude, that was a fun year. I learned so much about growing and shit. Just watching the plants grow, that was like one of my first experiences of growing. Was working at that farm. What up, plant killer? How you doing? Yeah, dude, that shit was fun. Hard work, but lots of fun. PKR.
2025, let's get it. Gotta take this tall black guy flip for a spin. Shit's
You
fire.
got your plants tied down, spread them out. Is that okay? I mean, I do tie downs too, man. The big thing is just understanding that what to tie down. You already know. You know what I mean? Like, don't tie down the stuff that's lower. Nuggy was talking about recently too, where if you have the outers that are way on the outside, you can kind of look at it and you're like, fuck, there's no way that's going to reach the top. But looking at it, would it reach would it reach if it was in the middle? And if it was, you just soften that bitch all the way up, right? And then shove it up the middle. And he was saying like you can loosely put like a zip tie around whatever you had to, all the ones you had to pull into the middle, you know, and just kind of fucking hold it into place. I'm not saying yank it and tighten it, keep it real loose, but just by it being there, it'll kind of like keep those outers that you pulled up the center, it'll keep them in. You know what I mean? It'll keep them straight up. And now something that I've been learning with it too, though, for throughout this process of learning how to grow is those ones that are lower that take forever to get to the top, that you, even the ones that you like, you modified and brought them up the middle, you know, like you softened it up and did it, you know, what I was just saying or some shit. Those ones still don't seem to produce as much, man, because they're already struggling. It's already a battle for them to get to the top. So the more you can get to the top, the fastest, the better. You know, it's going to be an interesting one, this next one for me, that I can legally grow. You know, like I could have 12 in flower if I wanted. I'm not even going to do that right now. I'm just going to, you know, I like my 4, but I'm going to try 9, you know, and this 4x4, it's going to piss me off because they're going to probably be even lower to the ground, you know, than my other ones. And it's going to be fucked to water. I don't think that I'll be able to put a net in there. There's no way, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be badass. What up, Forrest? How you doing, fam? I'm looking forward to it. I just need to get a fast veg in. You know what I mean? I need to get the flower as soon as possible. 3 weeks for the 4 wasn't too bad. I think I'm gonna be faster than that. It was actually it was more like 4 weeks. To be fair.
Yeah. For the crew.
That might include a Cuban veg because I can't remember like with the cloners shit, but it wasn't the cloner for a minute too. That does count. What, 5 weeks then? 6 weeks? Still, it was better than like the seeds, man. Fucking seeds take me forever. I feel like I'm like vegging seeds for months to get them to ready for flower. I feel like it's like that every time too. That's why learning clones like this is badass. I'm enjoying it. Much faster. Well, I can't play that song. We'll get pissed. Seed to flower was 8 weeks this round. Yeah. See, I mean, I love the way seeds train, man. Seed training is like, you know, when we get into, you know, to the points where you can actually train them besides just the first initial topping and whatnot. It's just such a slow fucking process. I mean, like you go to train like a clone the same size, you do the first topping. You know, like I don't feel like it stunts it as much for some reason. I don't feel like it slows it down as much. Like you're able to get. I mean, you're able to get like as many tops as you want in a quick whip fashion. About 4 to 5 and a bunch of 3 gallons. And I was thinking about doing 2 gallons this time, and I know that's gonna fucking make it even worse for watering. That just means I'm gonna have to water more. You know what I mean? Because you know, only 2-gallon pots for flower. I usually do 3 to 5. I've been doing 3-gallon pots just to try and get more watering, more feedings in. I know it sounds weird because it's kind of the opposite of how I usually grow, but also probably gonna add some components to the Athena this time. Talk to the rep and see what he suggests. Top 2 times, and yeah, dude. Same here with the seedlings. I usually will top like twice. I do believe it was far more chaotic with this last clone run that I did. That was the first time I actually ran my own clones in my tent. You know what I mean, or in my grow at home. But the growth was a lot faster. It wasn't like as slow. I feel like colas. That's right. What is a cola? But yeah, I usually top twice. But I think the queen run that I just did, it was pretty chaotic. Like I topped twice, right? My usual standard 2 toppings, and I saw a couple scenarios where I felt like I needed to top again on random branches, so I fucking did it. You know, like I just fucking I'm just gonna top it. I honestly like if you have time to that after topping, like you're gonna need time for that to turn into colas again. So you need to give it a bit of time for it to do that. I mean, and knowing that, I was like, well, fuck, I got time, so I topped a bunch of. I went through and found all the branches that were pissing me off that I didn't, that it seemed to be out of place, and I didn't want to mess with, and I topped them out and shit, and turned them into a couple more. But ceilings are, I don't know. I'm not saying they're easier to train. I just feel like they're so symmetrical. It's always easier to get like, uh, like a grid pattern of colas, like I like to do. I don't know. I'm learning with the clones though. I'm not gonna do a monocrop this time too. That was also my first monocrop. First time I grew all the same cut. 60 days veg. Hell yeah. That's pretty good, man. Because honestly, for me, like it takes me 2 months. I feel like it's every time it takes me 2 months. I always get that slow, like 3 weeks just to get out of the fucking cup. You know what I mean? I feel like it takes me 3 weeks to get out of the cup. I haven't mastered that yet, and I haven't popped seeds in 9 months. No shit. I was just going through all my seed stock and shit, taking stuff out. Did you yield better with the monocrop? That's a good question. I I don't think it really changed. I think it's just filling the space, to the same aspect. Like when you kind of get your max in that area, it's hard to get that 10% more. You're gonna push for it, but I haven't really added any of those components that may get me that 10% more, aside from maybe getting better at the training. You know, so it's been kind of I'm stalemated out like at the same. I'm just kind of like plateaued out right there at 2 to 2.2 or some shit. Monocrop is easier to control. Oh man. But I mean, and one of the things I did notice is I didn't really have to lift plants. The last couple of runs, I haven't really been fucking around lifting plants up and shit. But and I have been using nets, right? Like, but I usually wait till week 4 into flower, and then I'll install the net and use it for like moral support. Because, dude, a couple times, like when I grew VPD shit, the Fruity Pebbles, I opened my tent one day, y'all, and buds were falling out of the front of my. I was devastated, bro. It took me like 2 or 3 days to make the decision to actually put a net on it instead of fucking chopping it all down right then, at like right at 8 weeks or right almost. It was like 7.5 even. But it was pretty discouraging that the buds were too buku to fucking hold themselves up how they usually do. Usually they just kind of lean up against each other without a net, and then when I take them out, they just fall over for fuck's sake. But this time they just fell over as soon as I opened the tent door. And it wasn't just like the front ones fell out, like it was a domino effect. After the front ones fell out, pushed out from the back, and fucking everything was just a mess. I remember that I was talking to Hills and D, and they're like, "Yo, just Hills is like, bro, just stop fucking around and put a net on. Don't be a bitch." And I'm like, "All right, fuck, put it on." And it actually looked pretty good afterwards, man. That's when I started figuring out how to like use the net to grid shit out. But that time I think I put it in, like I said, like right at the end, right at the last couple of weeks. Right at the last part. But dude, it saved it. Saved it from getting chopped down by my OCD.
Give me back out on the freeway. Knocked down, feeling like a keepsake. Living in their pocket, they just using me to feel safe. You be waking up and I need real space. Back the hell up off me, let me go, let me speed.
Johnny Weed Seed.
Feel like
That's a lot of beans. Is it, Unc? See, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that. Shit, I popped the queen. What seems like forever ago. September.
When I should be flying over problems in the space. Trying to save shit. Access denied. I'm surprised with the
Oh, I'm at like 8 months since I popped seeds.
right sense.
I have so many fucking seeds I want to pop though. I wish there was a scenario where I could just go ham and like pop like a fuck ton of seeds and actually grow them out. I was giving a buddy some seeds that Lupos had given to me. We were just giving him like a couple of each, and one of them I noticed was like papaya punch or some shit. I'm like, yo, I'd fucking grow that. I'd grow that. I got one that's like a. It says it's an old school skunk, but you know, by Sofem. What up, Dutch? How you doing? What up, Boston? Happy Friday, y'all. You found a bunch of cool ass plants. What up, John? Cheers.
So my people just about to take a ride, just a place to find me.
Mixie brickweed only jump because of right indoor, dude. I bet in the proper hands, seeds with that would be a lot different. A lot different. A lot of that shit is how they fucking grew it, how they stored it, how they packed it, how long they held it. Got about a foot tall and had bud the size of football. Fuck, bro. Oh shit, all leafy. I had some widow that it was like a hit or a miss. Some of the buds were larfy, some of the buds were really fucking dense. And me saying larfy, it's probably I don't know. It wasn't that bad, dude. My kids were like, "You're fucking ass, dude. It's not that bad at all." But I showed them the difference between like a nug from like the Hindu Kush and then the nug from the White Widow. They dropped it on the table. I'm like, dude, the sound, you know.
Yeah. Peace to the Diamond District.
Ambient strider weed. Huh. Interesting. ADHD. What up, brother? Brother from another mother. Not all strains produce the same boof, right? And it really depends on how it's growing, what the grower's doing, and all that. Tapos. I do it all the time, man. I'll even use the voice shit, say something in my phone, not check it, send it, and I'm like, yo, I didn't say that. What up, Toker? How you doing? I do that shit every time. Yeah, I've had like 4, or I think there's only one left. One clone that's sat in like it's been in the cube for a month, and I have to feed it all the time. I was just sitting there messing with it, seeing how long I could hold it like that, like in the cube, and it's getting like a lot of nodes stacking as it goes. Probably because I have to spray it down every because like I don't know how to fucking feed. I got a water bottle, like a little squeeze bottle, like what Flyby had, and it's way easier to feed now. But before, I was pulling each one out and like spraying them down and shit, and then putting them back in. Probably not the smartest thing. But if I didn't do it like that, like if I just poured water in the bottom, it was drying the cubes out. So I don't know. Gotta keep it moist. What up, JB? How you doing? Hey, it's working. I'm gonna put that one in the cup and see what happens. See if it goes crazy. It's got quite a few stacks on it. I wonder how long it's gonna take me to veg this time. I was thinking about that. 3 weeks, tops. I'm gonna go from like the cups to the 2 gallons. I could probably do 3 gallons in there. I don't know. Maybe I should do 3 gallons. You're happy with your grow, John? Right on, man. Hell yeah. God, the edibles fucked my sleep up last night. What up, Wild? How you doing, man? What up? What up? What up? Oh, look, a joint. Fucking commercials. They should give YouTubers free premium. That should be a thing. Miranda, how you doing? Happy Friday.
This is a special one. It's the Winter Games Tour edition. We live in ATL. In the house with Willpower built. Shout out to the North. I got all my family and friends in here right now. We're having a good time. We drinking Crown. Walking around these gritty grounds. In the streets, we've been getting down. Touring from city to city, we getting busy now. Winter gangs playing, it's rigid wow. Enemies playing close to lift my sound. Everybody down like they hit the ground. You see, I've been up on my nouns like I'm Mr. Brown. What you winning for my rhythm triple crown? So you
I know, right, Indoor? Fucking commercials, man. Drives me nuts.
Daggers like Mick Jagger till I can't even hold my own. I'm on my Badu shit. Oh yes, I'm on and on. Other rhymers mesmerized by their mobile phones. I got a billion other lines, not one poet's clone. I got a feeling you'll be fine if you know the code. Anybody on their grind wanna go for broke? You know how to find me. Just be careful you don't overdose.
I wonder how long the fight's going tonight. Jones in to watch some fight. Oh, dude, Conor McGregor's trying to go for president for Ireland. Interested to see if that works out. He's like, fuck fighting. I'm gonna be the president now. Homie just announced that the other day. Conor McGregor for president. Holy shit.
I can't believe it. I made it to a Rec Wednesday. You believe it? I just want to say.
What up, Hayes? How you doing? What up, Sammy? What up, Star?
You ain't got to say it back, man.
Cheers, cheers. On those autoflowers, they're autos, right? Shit's fucking crazy, dog. What up, George? You took a table down this morning? Dude, that's impressive, Star. I fucking suck at autos, bro. Can't do it. Fucking skills. We lit. The blues is making my tent smell like blueberry muffin. Oh, what? Blueberry muffins and shit? What up, Johnny? Or Jimmy? Blueberry muffins. I actually feel like I sampled a blueberry muffin strain back in the day when I was at the dispo. Oh shit. Ain't no link. What up, man? How you doing, man? Hashtag Unk Cheers. Fucking faded, yo. Stoned. What up, E? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you for a minute. Good to see you, man.
Getting in, I'm reloaded. Week 3 with a mean moment. MC the mean means move the crowd. To them it seems to mean me coding. Don't understand the term freestyle. It might as well just be free loading. I'm free thinking, I'm free.
Hell yeah. I feel you. I haven't done a live for a minute, man. I feel like it's been a minute. I mean, like on this channel at least. It's been a minute.
To get up in the battle, then I'm kicking all my salts. Seclude the family and everyone they know. Slow down, shout, be a man, got a job. Sitting at the bar, tripping like I'm on the bar, out of Mars, but it's lost from a nickel from the stars. I've been lost in the charts.
Midnight, how much longer you got on that blue? You think? Make me want to grow it.
Cuba, Nica, Venezuela, trying to talk slower. I'm her super neighbor. She don't hear me because I'm too aloof for flavor. She down on her knees and praying to her savior.
One of my sons started dating or hanging out with a gal. Her parents own a extraction thing, like like where they make extracts.
But I'm OG, FLA, cousin. All these new cats are my fucking sons. They just got trapped trying to run.
He's like, Dad, you got to meet his parent or her parents. So I'm like, yeah, all right. Oh yeah. Maybe they could press your shit. That would be kind of cool. Make some fire flour and then have somebody press it. What up, Doc? How you doing, man? Dr. T. Yeah, dude, I'll probably be smoking this queen for a minute till it's gone. I'm gonna fucking run it for a bit. I want to see it ran outdoor. Some folks in Copy's Discord were saying that they ran it outside and it was pretty fucking good. Put out some nice big buds. Remember Nuggy and Lone's football buds last year? Shit was fire.
Friend you can count on, I'll be around long till you be young, but you most of kind. Fair with a one.
Pass. I know, right? Arm size colas.
Out of ideas, out of these streets, out of lane ride, out of free reach, out of my
I think some of the biggest buds I got so far were from the Blue Z. Those are crazy, man. The Blue Z or the Pretty Pebbles Pink Lemonade. The Blue Z might have been a wee bit denser though. Some buds that I wanted, or a plant that I want to try again is the Spice Girl that Hills gave me. That shit was fucking like dense, really super dense, like like packed colas, but like they filled up all the way up. But dude, I had like a couple giants in there, and they weighed a lot. Fucking tasted fantastic. Taking Motor Mount out. Motor Mount. Sour puck, cow sour puck will have some foot long nugs, dude. Hell yeah. You know how long on the last grow I did, the grow before this last one I did before I like actually tore those buds down, where I was like, okay, fuck, I have to. You know what I mean? Like break them up and shit. I left them full size for quite a while. They were trophies. I didn't want to do it, but I mean, yeah, I shucked them all down and jarred them up. Salute and salutes. Family, you're gonna be harvesting soon too, man.
I try not to be comparing every other rapper there. At the moves they make them staring. Yeah, we're different, that's apparent. But
Everybody's harvesting.
Got money in a dang thing, trying to beat my kids and do the king thing. Most people wouldn't have an inkling about the price game we are playing at.
Okay, fuck all, I'm gonna enjoy it.
These words, out of these beats, out of ideas, out of these streets, out of lane ride, out of ring reach, out of my vibe, out of this beat, showing so
Day 5 of my dry. Another week to go. Hell yeah. Oh, weird. To grow community to harvest. Right? What the hell, guys? Y'all are harvesting way too much. I need you guys to dial it back a bit. Calm down. Okay. Smaller buds. Longer veg time. We need taller fucking legs. I want to see some overwatering. All right. Okay. You guys are growing too big of buds. We're not having that around here. We want to see the tent floor, guys. We want to see the tent floor. Turns out Co-Brizzy is a good thing, okay? It's really not, though. It's fake news. Pop more seeds, hell yeah. I want to pop all kinds of seeds, man. I want to pop some of the wolf, too. I haven't grown the wolf for, like, over a year. I love that fucking strain. I might even like that strain more than the queen, maybe. It might be more fire than the queen. An outdoor hoop house. Oh, shit. That's like next level Code Brizzy, right? Outdoor shouldn't be Code Brizzy. Code Brown. The wolf, yeah, man, it was really good. I'm gonna probably just pop out of the 10 I got. I'll probably pop like just 2 seeds. Gamble on it for a good dude. I'm really impressed with the queen though, man. The fact that, like I said, I only popped 1 seed and fucking got blessed with the proper pheno. Finicky strain, not the easiest to grow. Lay cola, right, Boston. You better be getting like torso colas and shit.
Not to say I ain't been having the fun of the life. All of y'all having some outrageous, the motive surprise.
What up?
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
What up?
Chain smoking joints, talking to myself. Chilling.
Oh my chain smoking fucking dabs.
Dude, I haven't taken a dab in so long. I think it would fuck my world up.
Okay, there.
I'd probably be toasted.
Oh, I'm getting pretty toasted. I got lights on in 10 minutes. Thought I would go show the Lobas and the Bluesy.
No shit.
We got 10 minutes till lights on. What up, D?
You got the lights on at night. What's up, D?
Oh yeah, it's really cold at night. So I
Is
have
D one,
the lights
D one
on
of the homies?
in the days. Huh?
Is D one of the homies?
Oh yeah, D's one of the homies. Wrench her up.
Wrenched up. Oh, so your lights turn on in a minute? I'm fucking stoned, dude. My bad. Been smoking.
Dude, I'm excited for probably a couple more days, and then I'll be popping some seeds.
Dude, what are you popping?
I might be popping some Critical Orange Punch from Dutch Passion.
Critical Orange Punch?
Yeah.
That sounds fire. That sounds good. I know there's so much shit I want to pop. Like I said, I just realized I have some papaya punch. One of y'all, somebody said something about some papaya strains the other day. Was that you?
Cheers,
Like papaya dab maybe or some shit? I don't know. But I was like, dude, I
do
want some
have
papaya
a
shit.
guava dab.
Oh, guava. That's even better, I feel like.
Actually, I won from Maine the other day on Mary's for St. Patty's Day. Maine won a giveaway, and then he paid it forward, and then I ended up winning. So I chose some what it's called guava root GMO from Seedsman.
Oh, what?
And it sounds fucking like, here, let me tell you what it is.
Oh, you're
and
welcome.
It sounds fucking delicious, dude. Like, let's see. I've never done a seedsman seed before, so we'll see how it goes. Let me see.
Oh, seedsman?
Yeah. Are they good?
I haven't grown them before, but that's the homie seedsman, right? The dude?
Like seedsman.
Yeah.
So this guava root is it is an indica dominant, combining the exotic galactic guava crossed with GMO root beer.
With fucking root beer? Oh shit.
It sounds weird, but it says that what does it say? It has,
oh no, I mean root beer sounds fire. I don't even care. Yeah.
It says it has a weird flavor, so I was like, okay, well let's try that. It was free anyways, right? So
hell yeah.
It has a bold, woody citrus aroma.
I like the smell of it.
I like woody stuff.
Earthy.
8-week flowering time.
Like earthy kind of, I bet.
Earthy, yeah. It says woody, citrus, pine, and spice.
Dude, it smelled like after I harvested this last time, it smelled like fucking lumber or something in here. It was like I didn't get any of the hay smell, thank God, like throughout the drying process or whatever, but it was like strong as fuck, like the smell of it. And I could notice it too. I'm like, holy shit, bro. The fuck?
So I'm excited for that. So I've never grown like a guava or like a papaya, but like I was kind of leaning towards that. Like I like the mango kind of terp.
Oh, mango? Yeah, that'd be fire.
Mango would be cool. And I know I talked to Cakes about that, and he was like, try what does he say? The BC mango Kush or some shit. I don't know, but I like mango a lot. Like the gassy mango, I think that's a really cool flavor.
I grew some mango kush. Like I brought it to veg, and then I was giving plants away a couple years back, trying to clear out the stock. And I accidentally gave, because I had doubles of everything. I accidentally gave away my only mango kush. I was so pissed. I was like, "Fucking A."
Oh,
Dude was like, "Oh, it's in my backyard. I can grab it before you bring it back." I was like, "Ah, you're good, doggy." It's
like
okay.
no, bro, it's probably has bugs on it and shit.
That's a wrap.
Oh, badass haze. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when I'll pop it, but I'm looking.
GMO is so good. I love GMO.
Well, that's kind of what the bluesy has a cross of, right? It's like GMO
Yeah, dude, he uses
Skittles with like
GMO
a
a
Hey
lot.
Blue Blue or something. Dude, when yesterday or not yesterday, 2 days ago, when I watered, I opened the tent and dude, I was like, what the fuck, dude? It smelled like a fucking bakery and like blueberry muffins. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's intense. I would dig that. Yeah,
I kind of
dude.
dig it too. But then there's like a
Blueberry
gassy
muffin.
like after smell, and dude, it's just great. It could be that could be from the low list too, though.
Oh yeah, the Lobos. What's the smell on those ones? Can you tell?
Not too much yet. Like maybe like a citrus, very citrusy green flavor still. I think that's still like coming in. Remember, I'm only on week 5 tomorrow.
I grew some super lemon haze that smelled divine. I love that lemony kind of.
Like lemony pledge, dude. Yeah.
But as far as like any lemon strain that I grew that had like a lemon kind of like lemony or whatever it's called. I can't. Like I'm stoned. But anyways, like a lemon smell and taste to it was VPD's Fruity Pebbles Pink Lemonade. That stuff
Ooh.
was like it had like a fruity kind of taste to it too, but it also had like a bit of a lemon. You know, like
Oh,
a
dude, I
lemony.
love something like that.
It
Like
was yeah, it
cherry
was
lemon.
fire, bro.
Damn. Fruity Pebbles is a really good smoke, either way.
I like it. Yeah, I still got some of the beans. I think 2 other strains that he gave me. I haven't 2 or 3 actually that I
Yeah.
haven't ran yet. The cement shoes, something else. But the Fruity Pebbles Pink Lemonade, yeah, that one was. That was the one that he was recommending for me to grow, for my family and shit. So I was like, all right, bro. And it turned out fucking great.
I think in the fall I'm gonna be trying to grow like a midnight strain. Like I
Growing
found
what?
one from a James Loud Genetics, and it's called Permanent Midnight. That one sounded pretty cool.
Oh shit! Is it like a dark strain or
Yeah, it looks like a super dark, almost black.
Chimera? Is another one.
And then it has like really pretty like purple flowers. Like I don't know, it looked really awesome.
My son and I watched a movie last night or the night before called Novocaine. Have you heard of that?
No.
Dude, it's actually fucking kind of good. I don't know. Maybe I was just really bad. I hate recommending movies because if I'm really fucking stoned, like I enjoy it anyways.
All the movies are good when you're stoned.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, oh, that was fucking great, and then you watch it sober. You're like, what the fuck was that pile of dog shit? Damn it! I told everybody to watch that fucking thing.
I'm more into like TV shows. Freak's the big movie buff.
Oh, tell him to watch
movies.
Novocaine. It's the guy from it's like one of the main characters from the show The Boys.
Oh,
It's fuck, what's his name? The dude where his girlfriend gets, like fucked up in the first episode or whatever.
Huey.
Yeah, it's Huey. It's Huey, yeah. He's actually funny as fuck in that movie too. He's like pretty funny.
Yeah, that dude is pretty funny. Oh no, my proxy died.
Your proxy.
Yeah, the Puffco proxy.
Oh, battery died?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go plug it in. I'll be back.
Oh yeah. Sativas all you smoke. I like some sativas that I've grown, but there's been a couple that are like, it's weird. I don't know. Like I'm not as big of a fan. Like I went on this chase on my 3rd grow. I was like, yo, the first strain I ever smoked was Alaskan Thunderfuck, right? So I like when I did like a grow along thing with somebody that they offered those like a variety of seeds, and that was one of them to choose. So I chose that one, lava cake, and something else, but. It just wasn't as I remembered it. You know what I mean? Obviously, a different strain, different time, all that shit or whatever. But I didn't like it as much. But then I grew something called Jet Fuel that was fucking insane. It was so good. It was intense. What up, Jack? How you doing, man? Hey, how you doing? My joint went out. But yeah, the jet fuel was fucking good. That's probably one of my favorite sativas I grew. The White Widow I didn't like as much. I'm trying to think. I think I grew another sativa too. Jet fuel is so good. I know. Yeah, see. Yeah, I liked it too a lot. It was one I'd kind of like to run back. Might be able to even get the same cut. Or close to.
Get your face washed, get your eyes clean. Reach up for the Visine, time to go to work for the.
Yeah, she put out nice big buds too. Ooh. On that same row, I grew two jet fuels, one GMO, and duct tape. And I had, you hear us talk about like 4-inch floppers. I had like 2-inch floppers on that that duct tape. It was like the tiniest little plant with the longest legs, like just in the very left corner or front left corner of my tent. Everything else like overgrew it, so like the other plants were kind of like much bigger. So the tent was still, full, but it was just on that corner. It was full of fucking 2-inch floppers. Fucking embarrassing. But that was the first time I grew in a tent. When Hemp showed me how to net train.
I'm not here to preach saving rap. At this point, y'all can just come take it back. Got a side hustle in my pocket for the damn.
Yeah, definitely worth growing again. Good taste too. It has to be everything, right? Taste, potency, all of it.
Here you go. The Bluesies and the Lola.
I could probably fix the screen here. Let me see. Bam.
So we have the 3 Bluesies and the Lola in the back.
Oh shit! And this tent's about to be harvested?
No, this is at week 5.
Oh, this is at week 5.
Yeah, these just hit the 34 days today in flower.
That's right. You had another flower tent that you just harvested.
Yep, I
right?
harvested the 4x4. They're in day 5 dry.
Nice.
But yeah, dude, these are really they're really sugary.
That's the Blue Z or the blue.
I do have some orange hairs, so I probably will have a seed or two. But that was from the Lola herb. Oh,
you got them a lot more leveled out now and shit. All spread to their different parts to where they can kind of fill into their space.
Yeah, it's better now that they're a little bit more even plant count. I did have my 2 little flyaway colas, but yeah.
You were like Hemp's first whatever you're gonna call it, plant review out of
in a while, yeah.
In years, I feel like years, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I was honored. Dude, look at that though. For fucking stouty. It's getting like super crystally.
Yeah, they look stouty.
Zoom in. Oh, my camera sucks. But anyway, yeah, like they're day 34. They're already more bigger than finger buds.
Not finger buds.
One did, unfortunately, Uncle, yes. But I don't have good circulation in this tent, so thankfully it was just a branch or 2.
Oh, you don't have like fans everywhere?
No, I just have this one and it doesn't even oscillate.
Any fans underneath or?
No. I have my vent down there.
That's probably helpful for it not,
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And I don't mind a seed or 2, but if the whole thing was seeded, I would obviously take it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've been watching it. That Lola's good so far. I've been watching her really closely.
Wait, did you take a whole plant out of here?
Yes. So unfortunately, I had 2 Lolas in here and 3 Bluesies. So these are the same Bluesies.
Dude,
one of the Lolas, I did find a couple nanners on. So just to be safe, I did take it out.
Because you take those nanners out sometimes, like I think 5 was saying, or somebody else was saying, 5 come back. You know what I mean? Like,
yep. Yeah,
but
and always if you're growing testers, just always keep an eye on them.
I must say, it looks your canopy looks a lot more even now. It's 4 plants. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that, and then I did I have bricks and like other things to pick them up.
Yeah, see, just whatever you can find.
Yeah.
Lift that shit up.
So they're still kind of
the,
uneven, but they're better than they were.
yeah, the left looks a little lower, but still, like they're almost equal, and they're all in their like their even spot, kind of. So it's just right on. So what are you growing next? I'm sorry, you already said, but I'm a fucking stoner.
Yeah, my 4x4, I'll probably be growing some critical orange punch, which I think Unc said he grew before from Dutch Passion.
Oh shit!
I'm trying them out here. Only because
yeah,
I love
it's rough, right?
and
Yeah,
I just
gotta watch
harvested a mimosa orange punch, or it was a mimosa crossed with orange punch, and that shit smells so fucking good. So if I can even get something resembling that with the way that crit grows, yeah, exactly, ADHD.
Remain vigilant. Yeah, just keep an eye on everything close. You already. Yeah, that's looking good though. So you haven't used the net ever?
Oh yeah, I've used a trellis before, but in the 4x4.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your first one that you showed, the very first.
Mm-hmm.
You had a net.
So I probably will be using a net again for next time, just to like, I need that physical thing to show me how to train the plant. You know what I mean? Before I can do it without it.
There's different styles of using the net too, like for different reasons and shit. Like my primary source for the net, like the reason why I would use it is for the stability, like so my fucking buds don't fall over, man. Like otherwise they're gonna like fall over everywhere almost every single time. And since I have this some bitch in there anyways, like the net, then I utilize it to try and get the rows and stuff, with the colas. I was doing that before without the net, but now it's like a lot easier to get them all even and shit for whatever reason. But I mean, I like, for instance, there's different styles. I put the net in at 4 weeks, somewhere in that range, in flower. I mean, Hills will put the net in veg and flip to flower. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just it's used for different things. Like I think he uses it more for training and negating the stretch. Absorbing like some of that stretch that he feels like he might get. What up, Papa Hambo? How you doing? But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I might try this next one without the net.
With the first time, I put it in a week before flipping, and then I just kind of like bend them all through, and then as it was going through stretch, I just kept weaving them.
Yeah. Putting it, yeah. I mean, as long as you don't like lay it over, Yeah, because if you lay it over, then it's just gonna grow one little bud for each one of those node spaces. But if it's still standing up, right, it's just still gonna grow a cola. Aren't all the beans?
Old milk crates behind liquor store. I'll look for them next time I go.
What did he say?
To get liquor crates.
Oh, the bricks.
Yeah. Yeah, I had like different sized plants when I put them in there.
Oh, remember how we were talking about the Kennedy thing all stoned like a couple weeks ago?
Uh-huh.
Dude. So, and then they released like all the files. Or like whatever they released. Okay, well, like, the guy who jumped on the trunk, that agent or whatever?
Uh-huh.
He passed away like 30 days ago.
30 days ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I was like, what? I gotta tell Root Midnight that shit.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Shit like that happens.
Yeah, it's
Most
weird,
of the
right?
people involved in that are already dead. Like, if they were to find anything like criminal or whatever, all those fucking people are dead.
Yep, they're not here to pay for whatever crimes they may have committed, yeah?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So I also got coming too that I can choose from. I got some pineapple chunk from Barney's farm.
I like Barney's.
Dude, it sounds fucking delicious. It's like it's crossed a cheese, I think, a cheese strain. Let me see.
I think that's where my White Widow came from, is Barney's. White Widow, and then banana tropical banana was super good. Super good.
Yeah, dude, this one sounds great. This one is a indica dominant resulting from pineapple cheese and skunk #1.
Oh shit. Cheese and skunk #1.
Known for their dense, chunky buds, frost appearance. They all say that.
Yeah, like huge yield. You're gonna get the best buds you ever had in your life.
And then you
Gonna
like
blow
do
your
this
fucking mind. Don't even trip, dog.
The taste is
grow it.
supposed to be sweet pineapple, cheesy pine.
Also,
Like, dude,
piney
that's all
pineapple.
good. Like, I like the cheese, I like the pine, I like the pineapple. So it's like it should be great.
Well, the cheese comes off like a little different, right? It's more like a
Like a funky.
yeah. It's like that foot cheese kind of funk. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I don't know, but the pineapple and the pine, like that might be an interesting
I like
combination.
funk, dude. Like, I like the garlicky strains. I like weird smelling strains.
GMOs fire. I mean, I have to be fair, like I have came across some GMOs in the dispo, like because that was a common strain that people would pitch for us to put on our shelves. But I have came across a couple of them that when you open the damn shit and smell it, it smells like straight ass and feet. You know what I mean? Like just mixed with garbage and baby diapers, maybe. It's fucking gross, bro. And I'm like, dude, I couldn't smoke that.
Like, I'm not gonna smoke that shit. And I like, dude, it's like the bestest shit I've ever smoked. Like,
right? I mean, it's a garbage terp. GMO can be a garbage terp. So it's kind of cool to see Lupos and use that shit to mix it into all kinds of stuff because it kind of loses it's like a gungy terpy, garbage terp, and it's mixed with something like blueberry or Skittles or whatever. It makes it tasty.
right, Boston?
Yeah,
That's what I'm hoping. I want that stank.
Yeah, he puts that in a lot of shit though.
I mean, I have the stank now, but the stank's more like fruit roll-ups at a gas station. And I just kind of want it to be like something died at the gas station.
Like a raccoon was eating a fruit roll-up that died in the gas station?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want.
So what are you freak doing this weekend? Y'all fucking y'all haven't been coming to the fights. What's up with that?
We do our date nights like on Tuesday. Tuesday is like our date thing. So the weekend we just chill because the kid's home. Freak works on Saturdays. I don't work Saturdays, so I'm just here Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday it's kind of like 75% of the time I'm not working Sunday. So the weekend's pretty chill. I don't have anything planned. Isn't there UFC tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tails, yeah. Might get some wings and then fucking chill and watch the fight.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Dude, I fucking love wings.
Chicken wings can be really good. Homemade ones.
The adult chicken nuggets.
Unbelievable. Yeah, adult chicken nuggets, right?
Chicken nuggies. Speaking of nuggies, where's Nuggie?
I think he's hosting the fights right now or some shit.
Oh, there's fights tonight? Oh.
Yeah. I know. I'm like eager, probably like feel a short life tonight and hopefully catch at least a minute. Yeah, this fight night. White night.
I don't like strains that smell like dirty feet or rotten socks. Well, yeah, no, but like I like that funky like yes, you know what I'm talking about. Then maybe more cheese than feet.
Gotta get that feet and ass terps. Putting ass terps, man. Fucking A. Definitely smell some garbage.
It's so cool though. Like there's like something for everyone, and like
I definitely like for it to taste like crazy, and then get me high as fuck. Those are my like expectations usually. But as far as taste goes, like there's so many different tastes of smoke that is so fucking good. I mean, there's so many varieties from like sweet to like skunky to you know what I mean, citrusy, orangey, lemony. I don't know.
ODM. I've had some good results with Royal Queen, but those were also beginner beans. Like they were my first try and run at growing. But I did fall in love with their critical. Like that's how I fell in love with the critical because like I've grown the critical twice now, and it's fucking so great. Like, it's super dense. It grows really easy, and it's super like resistant to shit. And it just dense, rock hard fucking buds. And
Yeah, see, that's what I like. You drop it on the table from like 2 feet, and it sounds like you dropped a rock on the table.
Yes.
That, yeah.
Yeah, that's what this. And then
impressive.
they're fucking super dense. Like, and I love it. Like, it's just great. So I'm really excited for this Critical Orange Punch. It's supposed to grow like Crit and taste like the Orange Punch.
Oh, orange is good, dude. Orange is a good fruit. I don't know. I like the orange tasting. I actually, a lot of people aren't really like, a lot of people around here aren't really fancy to it, but I like, grape tasting, like grape stomper.
Oh, yeah.
Or grape ape. Like, oh man. I feel like there's strains here that are like played out kind of, and maybe those are some of them. People are just kind of like, fuck, I don't want to buy that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I love it. I mean, because we got flooded with it for a while. But dude, I remember back in the day, like, what was it? Purple Kush, like not Hindu Kush or whatever. Some people say it's the same thing, but like purple Kush. It's like a purple blend or like a purple version of it, or whatever. And I swear it tasted like fucking candy when I was a kid. Smoked it. You know what I mean? Tasted like fucking like grapey. It was so good, like grape, but like purple grape, not like like green grapes.
One of the first strains that I ever had like a grape or purple terp was from Purple Urkel.
Oh, Purple Urkel, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
and that one actually
was my first
really
one, and I was like, oh my god, like wow, this like fucking weed can taste like this. Like that was my first like time into that.
Yeah, when you smoke something like that, you're like, get the fuck out of here. What did you spray on this shit? Like, you're
Dude,
like, I know you sprayed it.
People that have never had good weed before, like, that they just casually smoke some shit that their friends had, or, like, when they finally experience, like, a flavor, they're tripped out. Like,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, holy shit. This is the best weed I've ever smoked in my life.
You're like, bro, that was mids.
You're like, yeah, that was fucking midi. Dog, it's cool, though. Don't worry. What is this?
Hold on, there's a kitty at my door. Hold
on. What up, Upstate? How you doing, man? How you doing? Nuggy, if you're out there and can hear me, how long are the fights on tonight? I could just text him. I'm a fucking idiot. Here, hold on. When do the fights end tonight?
Oh, if it's bare knuckle, it's probably not going to be on too long.
I just texted him. Let's see if it actually said what I said. Okay, it did. Yay.
Well, your gas station is starting to sell it? Wow. Yeah, Purple Urkel was like, I was like, oh my god. That shit was great. Like purple fucking pop rocks or like candy.
Sugary.
Yeah, very sweet.
I really, 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 really want to, make some extracts out of some of my flour, man. I want to see what it tastes like. I do kind of miss smoking, taking dabs. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many varieties and so many fucking good options. There's one around that I used to like back in the day that I used to get all the time. It was Starduster. It was by Dr. Jolly's, a local place called Starduster.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, dude, it was like a $35 gram. I get a little cheaper for discount, but fucking worth it. So worth it.
Dude, I have like this granddaddy that I grew last year. I have like an eighth left of it. It tastes like the grape Tootsie Pop lollipop.
Oh no shit. That'd be good.
Like a dark purple candy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that'd be fire.
That's what it tastes like.
I guess I prefer like sweet and kind of like sweet tasting flour the best. I kind of like floral too. I don't remember what it was I grew recently that had like a floral kind of taste to it. It might have been the Detroit Shuffle, actually. I think it was. It had a little bit of a floral kind of,
Ooh,
like not annoying, but like just kind of like a
pleasant,
yeah, like you're smelling the flowers. You know what I mean? A little bit or something. I don't know. It was fucking good though. It was
I'm
really good.
hoping my lilac is gonna have some floral, and like a sweet floral gas would be nice.
It's lilac. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's called lilac diesel.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Like see, that's what I was saying. Something like that. It's not like overpowering. However, he was able to like get that out of a GMO. Anything that has GMO in it is crazy.
Wine gums. Oh, dude, that sounds good.
Lupo says fire. Hell yeah, ADHD.
Dude, Lupos's pictures, like I want to like smoke each and every one of them. Like they're all like sugary as fuck. And I don't know, these bluesies have been really great to grow, actually. So I might hit him up because I'm not gonna have to grow a tent full of his shit.
Hell yeah. Do you have more of those seeds?
No, these are the last ones.
Oh shit. See, it's so hard to like I've done that so many times, man. I only started taking
That, and I need to start cloning Happy, but
oh yeah, did you order your thingy?
no. So my brother's getting married in September, so I'm gonna have to leave for 2 weeks in September. So whatever I'm doing this next month has to be done and put away by September.
And then you gotta start fresh when you get back.
Yeah, as soon as I get back. I'm probably gonna buy clones, to be honest. I might hit up Flyby.
Oh yeah.
Or Tucker might have clones in September.
Everybody. You're in the right crowd. Everybody.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm gonna want to wait a month for fucking seeds. You know?
Everything I got has been quality smoke. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, dude, ADHD, I just ran into a bunch of stuff that he brought over, man. Like I said the other day, and I'm like, fuck, I want to grow this shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And then I found like his the stuff that he first gave me when we first met, which was a while back, and it was like he gave me flour with the seeds to match it. He's like, here's what the flour's like. Here's some seeds if you want to grow it. And dude, some of it, I can't remember which strain it was, but one of them was like confetti. It was like all different colors throughout it. It's fucking beautiful, man.
Oh, dude.
I think that was the one that I grew, the blue fox body. Actually, it might have been.
I think that was a cross for this one too, the bluesy.
Yep. Yeah, I like GMO a lot, just because it always packs like a pretty decent high, a nice long lasting.
I smell it, dude. Like I smell like right away when these plants are growing, even in veg, you get a blueberry scent. Like I've been smelling a faint blueberry.
Yeah, whatever blueberries he's using for it.
Started coming in, I started smelling like gas. And now it smells like blueberry fucking muffins and gas.
Jamestown. Kushak. Oh shit.
You should grow it immediately. No.
I don't know if I have that one.
Is that from Lupo?
I think so.
Like, I want it.
Yeah, we want it. Now we demand it. We must have it. Yeah, if ADHD says it's good, then there's 100% chance it's going to be fire.
Oh, well, dude. Yeah, like this. They've been great. I want to try out his feminine seeds. You see the fem seeds?
Oh, yeah.
Badass. That way I can make a whole fucking tent, not worry about taking shit out.
Dude, so when you're gonna be growing clones, right? When you do that, are you gonna veg and then flower those said clones immediately, or what?
I'm not sure yet. It depends on.
Just jump in the
deep end. They're probably gonna go into 1 gallons, and then they'll probably finish in 3 gallons. So I'll probably veg them for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
I had my cloner for over a year before, 2 years almost before I actually grew clones for myself to fucking flower.
Well, I'm in my 3rd year, going on 4th year of growing, so like it's about time. Yeah, I need to do fucking clones already.
It took me forever to get the cloner, and then it took me years to like actually be like, okay, well, I'm gonna grow those clones now for myself. I just give them away. You know, I
Well,
just
to
want to see
me,
if I
like,
could
I
do
don't
it.
want to I didn't want to try it my first grow and then be like, oh yeah, my clones are badass. And then they're all like fucking yellow and dying and I wanted to actually know how to grow first before trying it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was reading the private. Yeah, I agree. I haven't on that one too. I just both hella
Like
chill though.
Confidential. Wow, I've only smoked that once.
LA Confidential.
Yeah.
I feel like one of my buddies has some LA Confidential seeds that he made or whatever. Recognize. I feel like I'm like chain smoking joints today. That's it.
It's a weird day. Like I've been oddly hyper all day.
Dude, I was last night. I took way too many edibles. Man. Fuck.
Hello, JC. Hello, Lord. I'm trying
That
to
can
yell,
happen.
but they don't hear me. Oh, Lord, the echoes are.
Like, hey, you want to test these edibles out and see how they work? I was like, yeah, sure. Dude, I fucking. What's funny is I just got to the episode of Trailer Park Boys last night where Ricky has the dispensary for his, he turns the shit into a dispensary.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
And in the first episode, he gives Corey or Trevor, I can't remember what his name is. He gives homie the 5-hour de-energy drink. And homie's just rolling down the street in his fucking lawnmower, hanging off the side. Like, bro.
Fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Shit's funny. I hope they actually remakes. Oh, dude, there's a cooking show with Ricky and Randy where they get fucking stoned and cook. Ricky and Randy from Trailer Park Boys. They
There's
get
a
baked
cooking show? That's badass.
Yeah.
Where? On YouTube?
I just saw a trailer for it yesterday. Yeah, I saw it on YouTube.
Oh,
They do a
badass.
bunch of shit on YouTube actually.
Yeah, they have that podcast now.
I still haven't seen the Bubbles movie.
I haven't either.
I can't find it.
I haven't looked.
I can't even find it to buy. I was like, I'll just buy it. I can't even find it to buy. What up, Smelly? How you doing, man?
The 90s, I wish.
The 90s were fire.
I was smoking in the early 2000s.
I feel like I got really
Maybe
fucking
not
high
early
in the 90s. Bro, I got so baked in the 90s. I don't know.
08 for sure.
I mean, it's not that I don't get baked now. I just feel like I smoke so fucking much that it's I feel like I don't know what not being stoned feels like. I'm just always stoned.
Right? Yeah. It's like a state of mind.
Yeah. It's it's probably better for myself and the people around me if I'm constantly baked. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Probably
I do.
best. Probably best.
I'm just staring at the screen from this fucking dab I took earlier. Schmelly.
You smoke up your flower though, yeah? Is that when you harvest or do you?
Dude, I literally have an ounce of crit left that I have vacuum sealed, which I'm going to have to break open sometime this week. I have an eighth of my granddaddy left, and I have, oh no, I actually smoked it already. Oh fuck, I smoked it already. The last fucking nug of crit I had from the other pack.
Bro, you're lucky because I don't have a crumb. Maybe something. Fuck, my mom might her shit. She might have a jar stashed of some of my older shit. You know what I mean? But for as far as it goes for me, I don't have a crumb of my harvest before last. That shit's gone. Shit is out.
No, dude, I saved this shit because I knew, people have been asking me if I have any flour, and I'm like, nope. I don't have any, but dude, because I knew that I'm gonna have to smoke this shit soon.
Oh yeah, gonna get down to that. Don't you want to
I already fucking have orders. I'm like, yo, my shit's drying, and then I gotta cure it for 2 weeks. Chill out.
You know, it'd be sick if there was a business, a local business that you could bring your flour to and watch them process it. You know, for the faster methods, I guess it would be. But
there's
or whatever,
actually places like that popping up here. To be honest,
well, you can bring your shit.
You can pay him to wash your shit, to get the bubble hash.
Oh shit!
And they'll process it and they'll freeze it for you. And what they ask for a set price and a 10% of your return or some shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, because they
Oh, you return so they want product or what?
Yeah, they want product.
Oh shit! Really? They're like,
Yeah.
we want to smoke that shit, dog. Well, I mean, I don't blame them.
Right.
Like,
and then that's how they find whoever makes that's how they find the good growers and the people that have the good shit. And they're like, oh, hey, what's
they're
up?
like,
You know what I
for
mean?
you, it's they're like, for, some random plant killer comes and they're like, for you, it's extra, and we don't want your sample. Like, keep that shit.
That'd be hilarious, right? Some fucking black tar shit. They're like, get out.
Well, I noticed something like every time I show like plants or flower or anything, I instantly, like almost always instantly get like an age restriction on it. And like I won't mention the channels, but there's like other cannabis channels out there that they don't get the age restriction. And I was like, fuck, well, that's messed up. And I was like, oh well, maybe the algorithm just isn't identifying their plants as cannabis. That's probably why. That might be it. I don't know. But yeah, they every single time, like they'll probably, if I showed flower for like okay, well, what we did, right? We showed flower.
Uh-huh.
It might take them like a couple hours, but they'll definitely hit me with age restriction on it instantly.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I don't mind. I don't give a shit. I don't care. We're a 18 and above channel,
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know how that works.
or I guess 21 and above. Whatever, I don't care. Whichever and
I'm
above.
thinking about just doing like my update videos and posting it like when I do my reels on Insta, like maybe just posting them on here as well. But I don't know, dude. Like I don't feel the need to like post my shit.
Yeah, I haven't been for a minute. I'll just make troll videos or whatever you want to call them.
All those
Those random shits. I like the sun.
Fight them now and then. Boom, 50K views on a vid.
You can never stop your mouth from running.
You get the restrictions every time?
Yeah,
Wait, you get them to take it off? Is that what you do indoor? I've tried that. Like back in the day, I tried to like go like, hell no, take that shit off my shit. Who do you think you are? And they're like smack me around a bit, and they're like, fuck you, you're getting. I'm like, okay, sorry.
like smack.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Right on, man.
Only saying tomatoes.
they don't give you like any sort of like, you can't like give an explanation and be like, well, it's legal in my or any of that shit. I think a lot of it is people like reporting and shit too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking scumbags out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm like, I'll report you. Oh, okay.
Like, okay, Karen.
Right.
How smart is the AI really?
What up, Teddy? Happy weekend, man. They make up the numbers. Dude, they always like I don't lose so much as like lose views on like videos and shorts and shit like that. But like lives, yeah, they'll like take views and likes and all that shit. I used to be like, that's so fucked up, and now I was like, who cares? Whatever. They send an email notification to studio or whatever, and you have to go distribute. If you just click the one button and wait for them to decide. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done that, but they usually just decide. They're like, nope. They're like, hell no. Like we said, it's harmful and dangerous. And I think if it says something like that, right? Because they'll identify it's like, oh, you're showing cannabis, like it's drugs or whatever, and then they'll be like, it's harmful and dangerous. So if you look, like that's one of the things that people can report you for. So I'm sure it's probably something like that. A lot of the time for a lot of folks.
Fuck. Ooh.
It's pretty much always tripping balls on a mega dose of DMT. Dude, I couldn't ever imagine doing DMT. Ever. I think I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'd cry like the whole
Yeah,
time.
I would be like, what the fuck just happened? I saw this video of some fools that were like, they'd set these lasers up at their door or some shit, and then they, take a light dose of DMT, not like a blast off dose, but like a light dose. And it showed them all tripping out on the lasers in the door, and they would talk like the things they were saying were like how they could see like layers of dimensional like rift through the door and all kinds of shit. And I'm like, they're all saying they say all the same shit. I'm like, y'all are high as fuck, seeing like you're hallucinating on DMT, right? I mean,
Damn.
I don't know, but they're like, we could see through the door and shit.
Dude, I've heard people say like that they've fucking flown in space, that like when they were on the couch and they took this hit, that they were like immediately like fucking transported into like outer space.
Yeah, like
and they were
tubed out to
flying through all
space.
these fucking like asteroids, and like, dude, there's like crazy shit, and it's just like, oh my god, I don't know what I do.
Have you ever listened to like Terrence McKenna or fucking?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, and he like fucking says that he sees like beings and like he talks to them. Dude, like, can you imagine? Oh my god.
Yeah. Have you listened to Joe Rogan talk about his experience? It's
No.
hard to find. Kind of like there's like I looked for it the other day because like the way he explains it's crazy because he's talking about those same like machine elves or beings or whatever, right? And he was like, dude, they just fucking they were fucking with me. He's like they would like hold something out in their hand and be like, look at this. And he's like, I would look at it and just like start crying and smiling and laughing at the same time. He's like super fucking excited. He's like, and then they'd like flip me off and shit and like fucking be weird. Like he's like, it was so fucking weird. And he just kind of analyzed it on how it was, something more and making him look at more of himself and strip his ego away and all this stuff. And it's like, it's pretty interesting that a lot of people, will have a similar effect, like, and all that shit. But I don't know. For me, I'm like, dude, that seems like a really strong fucking drug that I would not be enjoying at all. Ever. It'd be too intense for me.
Dude, what ODM put about salvia. Like, salvia is something else.
Mm-hmm. Never done that either, but I've seen people freak the fuck out, like crook out on it big time.
I've done it 3 times. And the first time I was in high school, and it was like, when CDs used to skip and you used to hear the same word over and over and over again? Like, as I blew that shit out, my friend was like, hey, and then I heard it, hey, 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 like echoing for like a minute. Like, it felt like it was like a minute or 2. Like, it was just over and over and over again. And then my fucking vision went like all white, but somehow I knew where I was going. Like, and I was like walking and shit, trying to go to my house and my room because we were outside. And then like they were like, my friends were talking to me and they were asking me questions, and both of the questions that they were asking me were like merging into one sentence over and over and over and over and over again. Like, dude, it was the trippiest fucking thing. And then all of a sudden it was over. Like, literally, like with a snap, it was over. Like, it's a 5-minute high. Like, it's the shortest motherfucking high, but it's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
The second time that I did salvia was the craziest fucking time. And like, I will never forget. Like, I literally saw like into the future. Like, not like, oh my God, like I saw all these events. It was just like a few seconds.
A zip into the future?
It was a few seconds. So what I saw, and it wasn't even a trippy thing that I saw. Like, what I saw was, we were with a bunch of friends again, and one of my other friends was leaving, and he was putting on his coat, and he was like, I'm going to go to my grandpa's house to go help him fix the fence. And he grabbed his drill and walked out of the house, right? And then I like turned my head to look at my other friend, and she was like, hey, are you okay? And I like snapped out of it, right? Like, I snapped out of my little thing, and I turned my head back again, and I saw the same guy that I had just seen leave the house, still in the house, putting on his coat. And then he walked, and he's like, I'm going to go to my grandpa's house. I'm going to go help him fix the fence. And he grabbed the drill and walked out of the house. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like,
oh yeah, that's
dude. And then like, I looked
at
her, and she was like, dude, are you okay? And I was like, no, like,
you're like, probably not.
And she was like, what happened? And like, I told her, and I was like, dude, why would I trip? Like, why the fuck would I trip that of all fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, why would I, That's
not a lot. You can't make logic out of it, right?
No, like, it was just like something, like it felt like a dream, like you're living it. And then like all of a sudden I snapped out of it, and then I was still in it. And then it was real life. And I was like, holy fuck. Like,
have you ever had like sleep paralysis or anything like that?
Yes.
Dude, have you ever had like, this is gonna sound funny and be all like whatever, but have you ever had like an out of body experience?
Yes.
dude, isn't that shit nuts? Like,
It's fucking like it's not to the point where like it makes you like believe, but it makes you like know that there's something more.
oh shit, dog. It made me believe in all kinds of shit. I was like, wait, what? What
And
just
then like
happened?
years after I had that second salvia trip when I saw Into the Future, I looked up I was like curious where the fuck salvia came from, right? So salvia comes from Mexico, central Mexico, and they call it diviner's sage. They use this shit to see into the future. So
Oh,
how the
really?
fuck, dude? Dude, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Like, there's shit on this planet that make you see things that we can't see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
And
DMT
it's
thing,
fucking
even like
crazy.
people could be like, well, they're tripping out, right? But at the same time, a lot of these folks, like when they blast off, will experience like very similar visuals effects, you know what I mean? And then run into something that they call like beings that they describe in a very similar fashion. You know what I mean? And it's weird too, because when I first started hearing about DMT and stuff back in the day, it seemed like the stories were like real vague and people couldn't remember as much of them, you know? But then we got a lot of people now that are fucking taking it a bunch and like repeating the process, you know, so they're taking more back from it. Not saying that's a good thing to do, but they're it's like they're going somewhere else, yeah.
Lady de Guadalupe. That's what they call her in Spanish.
Oh, but like for that, like the sleep paralysis thing, a lot of people like when I read about it, you know, because I experienced it in my 20s, I think, or whatever, and I wasn't like afraid or anything, because a lot of people are like, oh, it feels like there's like something in the room, and it's like sitting
You
in your
didn't see
chest.
anything when you had yours?
I don't know if I saw anything. I just knew I was wide awake and I couldn't speak. I couldn't move. I had it like 4 times happen to me, and through my 20s and my 30s, where, you know, you're just stuck there. You can't move a muscle. You can't move your neck. You can't. You can move your eyes. It feels like you feel like you
Yeah.
can look around, but you go to yell, and there's nothing. There's no. You have something's
Yeah.
like making it to where. Something about yourself is making it to where you can't yell. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you're just stuck in this transition between sleep and being awake," and it's like I believe
No.
it's something more, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because shortly after that, like a couple of years later, like from that point, I had what someone would say is like an out of body experience, you know, like, and my mom and my dad, like they've had surgery in times before and they've explained similar things, you know, but this was like a conscious effort to do it, you know, like I was actually looking at the astral projection stuff, being aware of it and all that shit. And
Like the
not,
lucid dreaming.
yeah, no. Lucid dreaming is not astral projection. It's out of body
Yeah.
experience, like totally different things. And it sounds fucking crazy, right? It really does. So maybe I just hallucinated really good and it was convincing. But like it's weird to think about like that, like there's actual religions that are, it's a big part of their, you know, what they do. It's something, it's, they openly express that they can do it and speak of it, you know, like,
Oh, 100. I 100% believe people can astral project.
you know, but yeah, so when whatever happened, you know, and when it happened, it was a more of an enlightening experience for me to be like, oh shit, like maybe we do exist outside of this, like, you know, mortal coil that holds us here, and when we die we're just gone. I'm like, okay, well, maybe my belief system's fucked up and maybe I should stop fucking trying to convince everybody otherwise of their beliefs and just shut my fucking mouth, because I don't know shit, you know what I mean? Like I came to that conclusion right quick, like when it happened, because I'm like,
Oh, well, dude, it's like parabola, like what Tool sings about. He says, I'm not alone in this body holding me.
yeah, that's
We're in a shell. Like we're something else. We're a soul experiencing a physical experience.
well,
A
the crazy
3D
thing is,
experience.
whenever that shit happened, like the first thing I remember is like falling straight to the ground, right? Like how could you fall to the ground? And
Mm-hmm.
like fucking like it was weird, dude. I just like heard weird
You like
fucking
fell into
vibration.
yourself.
Yeah, I was in the same spot. I was in the same room. I was like, I didn't like blast off into space or any weird shit like that. Like I just was in the room for like 10 seconds, and I fucking woke back up. A conscious effort, like no loss between of consciousness going to sleep. You know what I mean? Like I laid back and boom, I was out of my. It was the experience. Like it was fucking crazy, bro.
Well, it's that
Fucking nuts.
whole, you got to get, like, have you ever like been in a dream state but not in a dream state, like, and
Oh
you're
yeah.
aware, like kind of like the sleep paralysis, but not really, but like that, it's
What up, Nancy?
that space of time that you fall into, like between the conscious and the subconscious. That's where shit happens.
But the sleep paralysis, I think, is something about it. There's like something that goes with like the whole out of body bullshit, you know? Like it's because ever
I
since
think
that happened,
yeah.
I've never had sleep paralysis again. Not ever again. You know what I mean? It's never ever since I like made a conscious effort to look into it and all that shit. All it did is like just kind of changed my perspective of a few things. You know, like I was like, oh well, maybe I'm not as brilliant minded knowing that how all the wisdom of the universe works as I thought I was. You know what I mean? Like I suddenly was like kind of humbled, if you will.
Oh, dude,
Like,
my sleep paralysis, fucking the last time I had it was I haven't had it since, and it was really
what
fucked
up,
up.
Micah? Have you
It
had
was,
it ever after like out of body though? Like
no, it was more like have you ever heard of people talk about when they see like this dark shadow when when they have their sleep paralysis?
yeah, the
Okay,
Hat
I saw
Man.
that. So I've had sleep paralysis before a couple times, but it's like rare, you know. Throughout when I was a kid in high school, like it's been maybe like a handful of times, less than 5. Well, this last time was maybe like 5 years ago, I want to say, maybe 6, 2018, around there. Um, so I was like, I happened like into the sleep paralysis, you know, I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, and I just moved my eyes, you know. And we always sleep with like our door open. And we always have like the kitchen light on, or there's always a light on where you can see kind of like the door frame, you know?
Did you see a 2-dimensional shadow person with a weird hat?
Not a weird hat, but
You
like
know,
basically just a dark shadow, no facial features, humanoid, like skinny,
that's
like
trippy. People
dark
always
shadow.
talk about how like they see that. You know what you're speaking of,
And
out of the
as
corner of their eye.
soon as like I saw it, because like I was looking up and I could kind of see it from my peripheral, and as soon as I looked right at it, it like came at me, and it got on my chest, and it put what its fucking quote unquote hands around my fucking throat, and then I reached my hand, like I didn't reach my hand in the fucking like the sleep paralysis, but apparently I clawed Freak so hard that he woke me up, and he was like he was like waking me up.
Oh, you were like
And he
gasping,
woke
trying to
me up,
breathe.
and I was, like, gasping for air, and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And I told him what happened, and I was so freaked out, like, I didn't
So
sleep
did
the
you
rest of the
stay
fucking day.
awake and play some video games that night, or
I just
yeah?
stayed awake and fucking with all the fucking lights on, dude, like, I was like, "Oh my god," like, I was fucking freaked the fuck
It's
out.
weird because like you know like when all the like I fucking obsessed with it for like a couple of years after that, like after the you know like because the sleep paralysis though it wasn't like scary like that for me. It was still fucking annoying because you know what I mean. You're like you feel like something's restricting you, even though
Yeah,
for me I didn't feel like there was any sort of anything that was doing it. It was just something that it was happening with me. I was like, fuck, am I all right? You know, like what the fuck is happening here? But you know, like I don't know, like what I read though is people that believe in it, right? Like the people that, as far as I can't remember what religion it is. I don't want to like botch it, but they're people that practice it, you know, throughout their lives to do it. Uh, they speak of it as if they're going to a different place. They're not though when they get there, like you know, like when they leave their body, it may look like you're here, you're right here, but you're not. You know, like that's kind of how I've understood the explaining of it. That's not necessarily what I believe. I think it's just maybe it is some sort of a hallucination that we're having. You know, you're stuck in somewhere in between sleep and slumber, but it's just or sleep and awake. But I every time it's happened to me, from the sleep paralysis to the out of body, like I was wide awake. I didn't lose consciousness at all. You know, I didn't fall asleep. It was just I blinked my eyes and it was there. It was like I couldn't move. I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of
dude.
weird, right? Like it makes you think like, what the fuck is holding me here? But I just kind of like I didn't want to believe that because I thought it would be weird to think that. I was like, oh, I'd be freaked out if I thought that when I'm laying here at night, something could fucking like creep in here and just like you said, sit on your chest, start choking you the fuck out, and you can't do anything about it.
Dude,
You know what I mean? That'd be fuck.
dude, I'm like, I have
That's
goosebumps right now. Like, I hate talking about that because, dude, it was so fucked up. Like, it was so fucked up. Like, I'm still scared about it. Like, and
what
like,
if
it
like
hasn't happened since, dude. But like, oh my god, like, and then I looked that up too, and I was like, sleep paralysis, you know, shadow people, and that's when I read about this whole thing about shadow people, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, like, there's
oh yeah,
shit that
this
we
dude
can't
freaked
see
out about
normally,
it
dude.
and put like 100 fucking TVs in his room because it turned it onto like a static because he felt the static was like dude he was going crazy with it because he swore he was having what you explained like every single night.
Oh
Like
my
it was
god,
like
it was
it
every
was like
single night.
5 out of
Yeah.
7 nights for him. He's losing his fucking mind. You know, I couldn't imagine that. I'm one of those guys. Like I feel like okay, if there is like a spiritual realm, like I'm one of those fuckers that would just be whomping on motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm like, bring it, come at me, bro. You know, like kind of
I
attitude.
think
Maybe
there
that's not the
is too.
best, but
I
like,
don't necessarily believe like in religion and stuff, but there, like, if there's other dimensions, I'm sure there's other beings that live in those dimensions. You know what I mean? Like that we can't see infrared, we can't see certain fucking spectrums. Like we don't know what these things are made of. You know what I mean?
yeah, like who knows what's there?
And if we can only see them when we're half asleep or when we're in a fucking state of I don't know, what do you call it? Meditation.
I feel like we live in a time where things are accelerated. You know what I mean? If you look at like all the shit that's happened in the last like even 1,000 years, I mean, a lot of shit's gone on, right? But
Yeah.
even now, it's like we're at a time where it feels like a lot of shit's changing. You know, like for the last 10 years, it's been like a rapid, rapid shit's going on. You know, weird shit like the Rona. You know, like
The
I don't
Rona.
know, yeah, the Rona. Like you know, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe there'll be more fucked up shit. Maybe there'll be more good shit. I don't know. Who knows? But it's an interesting time. It really is.
Oh, for sure. And I swing between like doom and gloom and like fucking hopium, you know. So sometimes I'm like, oh, the
I'm
world's ending, and
optimistic.
then sometimes I'm like, I get to see the world end. Like, why am I here right now? Like, what the fuck, you know, kind of thing.
I feel optimistic for like always. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I feel like there is gloom, right? There's doom and gloom, but I feel like it's like something that is weaker than like I feel like whatever opposing force there may be to that is like is far stronger, if that makes sense. Maybe I think I'm a faithful person. I have faith in shit, I guess. I didn't always though, bro. I was like one of those guys that if some fools knocked on my door and asked me if I heard the good word, it would be a 45-minute conversation of me wasting their time and trying to convince them that they fucking are wasting their time. Bro, and I'm dead serious too, man. Like
Yeah.
I would go out of my way to fuck with their head. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not me no more. Like I don't know, man. Something changed. And if y'all knew me like 10 years ago, you guys would laugh at like me saying something like that now. Cause
You know what, Teddy? That's like the most intelligent thing you've said yet. Because it totally is. The world is what you fucking make it.
Oh yeah.
And what up, Blaze? I feel like I didn't say hi to you.
You didn't say hi to Blaze?
I forgot.
What the
Well, I
hell?
was showing the plants, and then we got talking about astral projection and
Dude, right? That escalated quickly. Right?
it's Friday. It's Friday Night Conspiracies at.
Conspiracy. The astral shit or whatever you want to call it, or the out of body or all whatever. That one I enjoy. I rather do, and I know it sounds crazy and stuff, but it's just for me, it's kind of fun to talk to because it's like near and dear. But I always kind of just keep it to myself. It's not like something that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go out tonight. I think I'll astral project. It's gonna be fun, guys. I don't even think I could. You know, I don't think I'd want to, like, if it could. But whatever experience that was, definitely was a day of change for me. I like looked at shit different.
I think the
Man, I
only
don't
thing
know.
I've done was like I've had those experiences where I see myself like asleep in the bed and it's like from a top view and you can see your body, like, you know, kind of thing. But like I don't ever like go anywhere, I feel. And if I do, I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, you're just kind of chilling in that space.
Yeah. Or like I realize it and maybe I go back in and then
Fuck the
start
dream.
dreaming. Or maybe my dreams are the astral. I don't know, dude.
Do y'all have like really deep, realistic like dreams where you have senses in your dream? And I
Yes, but
mean,
it's like weird shit that would never happen. Or like it's with people that I no longer talk to, or like, you know what I mean? So
that
then
kind of shit's cool,
it
right?
would
I
have
like
to
having
be
dreams
like
with
a parallel
people past.
dimension or something.
Dude, I don't know, man. My dreams have been pretty vivid for a long time.
Do you think it's like the movie The One? Have you seen the movie The One?
Yeah, that movie's dope. That movie's
Do you think
sick,
it's kind
dude.
of like
Jet Li.
that? Like when we dream, are we seeing our other
That'd be a
selves? I don't
trip.
know.
That would be a trip, right? Well, I mean, this is what. Do you ever have reoccurring dreams? Anybody have like where you you
Yes.
not maybe repeating the dream, but like going to the similar or same place again and again?
Yes.
And that's even more trippy, right? Going to the same place over and over again, having different experiences in that place and remembering it. It's like,
Yes,
what the
dude, and
fuck?
it's literally the same place. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck?
Same
I've never been to
food,
this
different
place in my
people.
life. Like,
Fuck,
dreams
man.
are a trip. I like I like the whole dream experience.
I do too.
I feel like I dream, like 99% of the time, man. Always having a dream about something.
Dude, and that like when I talk to Freak about my dreams, he's like, I don't fucking dream. And I'm like, why didn't you dream? Like
He's
he
AI,
doesn't
bro.
ever remember his dreams, like, or he says he doesn't dream.
He doesn't remember it, like no fog or anything. Like no like, because like sometimes you'll at least get clips of it. Like when you wake up, you'll get a flash or something.
You know what, Dr.
You'll,
T? I've never gone somewhere that I've dreamed about, but I've had conversations that I've had in dreams. Like they'll recur in life, like in my waking life. It's fucking weird sometimes.
it's facts, man. Yeah, oh, dude, you can overdo it with that with the RSO. You can go hard, big time.
I've never had Figo ever,
It's good shit.
and you will see shit. Oh, dude, I'm sure like there's people that say that there's some psychedelic strains out there too.
Psychotropic.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Psychotropic. We are aliens.
Amazing.
That is very true.
Dude, okay, all right, guys. Midnight, okay. What about the blood types? What about Rh negative? Like,
Oh
blood?
my god.
What, okay,
Well,
okay, Midnight.
I've heard that that's a very, very rare blood type.
But they're saying it's from like a different. Okay, so what? I don't know. I don't even want to speculate because I don't think it's like aliens or anything like that. But like, why is there a very tiny portion of the population that has a different kind of blood?
Oh, dude, I'm one of those that think that like the angels and demons are like aliens and other things. Like they're one and the same.
Oh yeah, I feel like we got that on lock. We know they just don't know. They're just not on our level, so they'll figure it out eventually.
Like they're one and the same. Like, and then like all, if y'all notice, like all the fucking what did I watch it? It was that Zeitgeist movie that Root told me to watch.
Oh yeah,
And
that's a trip. Which one did you
breaks
watch?
down how Jesus in the Bible is like Zeus and a bunch of other people from all of these mythologies. That
How
is
it's
the
a
same
repeated
story.
Messiah? You mean
Yeah,
based on the constellations?
Yeah, that he's
basically?
like sacrificed, he dies, is resurrected in 3 days. Like it's the same story. Then there's a flood, and then like it's the same story over and over and over again throughout the world in different times and written by different fucking people. Like it's something obviously went on that was the same throughout the
Do you
world.
think it's repeats itself, or do you think it's like a whole bunch of people getting the same story and just saying it different? Maybe.
Could be. Or like I don't know, we when I talk about it, like, or when I think about it, it could be us, like how Teddy said, it could be us. Like what if we figured out time travel? And then we basically went back in time and messed with our DNA and messed with ourselves, and then so on and so forth. Then that would prove that Futurama episode where they go around in a circle. Do you remember that? In the time machine.
Yeah.
And then like time just ends and dies and fucking then gets reborn and shit over and over and over again. Like it's the shame. Like what if it's that?
It's a Groundhog's Day. It's just a loop. It's the snake thing that bites his own tail. What is it called?
The Ouroboros.
Yeah. That I was gonna say it wrong, so thank you. Oh shit.
Dude, Ouroboros, dude. As above, so below, shit like that, dude. Like it's repeating and it goes and it lasts forever.
Okay. Do you think that there's like like the whole conspiracies about there being groups of people in the planet that have shared a knowledge and passed it on strictly to their families and their associates or whatever, and they're the fuckers who are like controlling the world? Do you think that's all true?
Yeah, could be. It would make sense.
I mean, in any situation, right? Like we've been a thriving population for a while now. It's not too far off base to think that the powers that be like are not always going to be, like for the people.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know. I think there's a good chance that people are fucking assholes, out there doing fucked up shit. I mean, fuck, when like you look at
Dr. T?
Simple shit like our food is fucked up, like, I mean, fuck, like some of the food that's in America, you can't Like it's illegal. You can't get in other countries. You know what I mean? It's like they don't even let you buy it there. They're like, no, that shit's bad for you. You can't get it here.
Nancy, you didn't take more shrooms because they're not working.
Nancy
You
on
too, Dr.
shrooms tonight? Oh shit.
T can take some shrooms and we can talk this shit.
Oh, weren't we talking about Third Phase of Moon? That goofy ass channel?
Oh yeah, dude.
I saw last night on their shit. They're talking about how the pyramids are obelisks. I was like, y'all crazy.
Oh,
Y'all
and that they're
crazy.
buried from the mud flood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I did read this article that supposedly there's what did it say? That there was like mechanisms or something under the
These weird
pyramid.
coil pillars or whatever that go way down, like 2 miles.
I just know we're not being fucking told shit, dude. And like that shit fascinates me. Like I just want to know, like, what the fuck were they?
Meditate on knowledge. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of shit that's like once you're like, your mind starts bending to the stuff like that, you're like, well, fuck, what's true then, right? Like if you've been lied to and stuff, like if you can't trust what you've been taught and told, like, and if even one of those things like are you're being lied to, it's hard to not speculate on some bullshit, you know. I saw this this newscaster freaking out the other day about the Kennedy files. He's like, now you can't fucking tell me I'm a conspiracy theorist. You don't get to question anything I fucking say anymore. He's like, fuck you, I've been saying it the whole time. Like, I want to know everything now. Fuck you,
dude.
guys.
Isn't that so fucked that the CIA coined the word conspiracy theory to cover up the JFK shit because the conspiracy theorists were fucking right? Oh my god, dude, I'm so pissed right now.
Oh, that's fucked. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing though. So all the shit that got, all the shit that was released, still there's not a definitive answer on exactly what happened. Like we don't have a clear, like, this is exactly what happened. Like, I feel like if we did, there would be an announcement or should be an announcement saying this is what went down.
Well, if they did, they wouldn't be able to control us as easily, I bet.
They're like hinting around. They're like, they can figure it out.
Dude, because whatever made the pyramids work, we wouldn't have to pay for it. And they want us to pay for shit. Like, there's free energy. We could fucking power everything on this planet without paying for anything, without, wasting fucking fossil fuels. We can do it. But they can't measure it and they can't charge us for it. So therefore, we won't have it now.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Same thing with like the water
going to happen when like, I mean, I wonder what percentage of the world would have to be unified against all this shit for the tides to turn and for it to just be, probably chaos for a minute, but like something different after that. I bet you anything, if shit continues and on many different levels, like that's probably gonna happen. Like you might see like a bunch of people that just get sick of the shit and try to figure out a way to organize. Like because I mean, the more shit that comes out, the more and more shit that comes out that's fucked up. Like people are just gonna get more and more fucking pissed. They're just gonna get irritated. They're like, oh, what? Like they were right about we were lied to about this or that. Like they're gonna be like, fuck you guys. There's gonna be no trust there at all. I feel like with like with a lot of shit that's coming out, like even with the wasted money, for instance. Like I've known. I feel like since I was a kid, I've been like, no matter which side of the bird's wing was in control, I always felt after a certain point that, fuck, man, are we getting ripped off here? I watched my parents pay like 25% or 20% in taxes, like of their hard-earned money, like trying to make shit, work out for, like their 4 kids, like, I'm like sitting here, like, even at a young age, I was like, what, is this fair? You know what I mean? You begin to think like. So you kind of realize then that like maybe the funds that are being taken are appropriated correctly, because the numbers, like, you're like every single family is doing this, right? Like they're all paying this percentage, all the working families, like, and you're like, some of them are 2 households and they all make different amount of money, but dude, they're getting a lot of cash, like the shit should be better. I always kind of thought that. I always kind of felt like we were getting ripped off with the whole tax thing ever since I can remember thinking about it.
And people are getting so mad that their money,
when you got that first check, right? Like, do you remember that getting your very first check where you're like, fuck yeah, you did all the math, you knew what you were getting, and like, you know, you're like, fuck yeah, and then you're
And
like,
now they're like, here's 2 pennies.
you're like, who the
Throw
fuck is
them
Fika?
together.
I'm gonna smack that bitch around. I don't even know Fika. Why do I owe her money? Like, you know what I mean? You're like, who the fuck? And you see that you got 5 different deductions, like, you know, and you realize quickly, like, that's a kick in the nuts, dude, right away. I remember my first check. I knew I was gonna get a lot taken out, but I didn't realize it's gonna be like that. I was like, fuck, bro, they took like a fourth of my money out. Holy shit. And my parents are like, dude, claim 0, right? Like, put, you know, don't claim any dependents, claim 0, so you know, you get your money back at the end of the year. And yeah, they were right. But dude, I was like, holy fuck, how am I even going to pay my bills? When I was like 15 and 16 and 17, I'm like, holy shit, bro. Even then, when you like don't have a lot of obligations, like your money's getting taken, you sit there and kind of think about it. You're like, fuck these guys.
Good night, Maine. Have a good night.
Later on, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I wonder if the fights are even still on.
I think they are. You want to head over there or what?
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go watch the fights, y'all.
Peace. Later, guys.
Peace.
Teach me how to Swazi. 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 All the grummies love it. All the grummies love it.